Hello, and thank you for joining me for this demonstration of navigating the 8x8 Work application on the mobile device. As you can see on the screen, I am on my mobile and I'm just going to open the 8x8 Work application. Now that the application is open, we can see at the bottom of the screen we've got a series of icons which are notifying different features that are available to us. So starting from the far left, we can see the chat icon or the speech bubble. This brings us into our chats that we've got, our historic chats, things like that. Within this window, we can also see, or we can cycle between one-to-one and chat rooms that we may be a member of. At the bottom of the screen, just to the right of the speech bubble, we can see the calls icon. This then brings us through to our call history. We can see by default we're toggled on all call history that we can scroll through. We can then toggle between missed, voicemail, and then if we scroll a little bit further over, depending on features that may be assigned to your user, you may see things like queues and parked calls as well. So if there are any calls parked for us or that we've parked, we'll be able to find those within there. And if I'm a member of any queues, I can access that queue information from here, and I can log in and log out from here as well. Okay. The middle icon at the bottom of the screen is the dial pad. So if I need to type in a number, we can do that from here and then just press the green handset icon to make the call to the number that we've typed in. To the right of that, we can see our contacts. And again, at the towards the top of the screen, you can see the subsections. So we're currently on favorites, but we can go to company contacts or we can go to personal contacts. Again, on the mobile device, you can sync your mobile contacts if you wish, and they'll be available within My Contacts. Anything that you sync in from your mobile will only be shared with your user account, so no one else will be able to see your contacts within there. But that is possible in case you wanted to call any of them from your DDI. You have options for adding contacts as well in the top right corner of the screen there. Then the last option on the bottom right is meetings. So if you wanted to start a meeting or join a meeting, we can do that from within here as well. So it's the same process as what we would do on the desktop application, just on the mobile app. Slightly different layout, but the functionality is basically exactly the same. In the top right corner of the screen, we've got a search icon. So this allows us to search on through our 8x8 Work application. And then on the top left corner of the screen, we can see information about our user account, our profile. So again, we can see our DDI, we can see our extension number, current status, which we can change. We can also add information to our status, available but for calls and text, or busy but available for calls, however we want to set that up. We can also see our external caller ID and configure that from within here. So again, we've got the option to show caller ID in the dial pad and call with a hidden number, so whether we want to withhold our number or not. And then we can select from the list of numbers that are available to us to make our call from, so what we display when we make an outbound call. Muted notifications, we've got the options to mute that for a specified period of time, so an hour, a couple of hours, or until tomorrow. And then underneath that we have our business hours. So again, this is currently on between 9 and 5. Outside of those hours, calls and notifications will be suppressed. And then a bit further down, we've got options like settings and things like that. And finally at the bottom, log out in case we needed to log back into 8x8 Work under a different user account. So in this video, we've navigated through the 8x8 Work application and where some of the features are for you to be able to use within the app. Thank you for watching this demonstration.